with the loss to New York last night. They're on a 16-game losing streak. My God, and they are currently 2-17, by far the worst record in the NBA. So, my question for this is, who is the person to blame for the Pistons season so far?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a
That's
good question.
Before we do that, can I ask you guys one thing? So,
Yeah.
Yes.
or here. This will kind of be my answer actually. Um, so Cade Cunningham this season, leading scorer on the team, averaging 22.3 points per game, right? Do you guys want to guess what the second leading scorer for the Detroit Pistons is averaging?
Like 11.
14.
Dibo?
14. 14.
It's 11, and it's Jalen Duren.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren is averaging 11 is fine because he's getting you like a double a night, but he should not be your second leading scorer on the team. And to me, that's where the problem for this team is we knew Cade was going to be the number one, but we are yet to see a number two step up, a number three step up, heck, even maybe a number four. And heading into the season, I remember me and Dibo were really high on the Pistons after the Monty Williams hiring. We even had them maybe even squeaking into the play-in, but if nobody's been able to step up and nobody's been able to assist Cade, nobody's been able to basically defend other than Asar Thompson and Jalen Duren. And because of that, they're on a 16-game losing streak.
Okay. Owen, your turn.
So the thing is, like Matt said, the problem's obviously scoring. They don't have enough firepower to score with other teams in the NBA that do have that firepower. And I don't know. I think a lot of that is on the fact that they're like rebuilding. But I do want to put some blame on Monty Williams because this roster is seemingly better than the roster's been in the past 2 years, and now they appear to be worse. So I think part of that to blame is on Monty Williams, and it could be that it's his first 18 games, 19 games, 2-17,
19. Mm-hmm.
And that they're still working out the kinks. But I think as it stands right now, I would put the blame on Monty Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Monty, I had big expectations for Monty to take this team to the next step heading into this season. Obviously, he got the huge bag, highest paid coach in the NBA by far. I just thought his leadership would take them into kind of a Orlando Magic type leap, being a team that can hang around in the play-in during the late season stretch. But obviously, that has not been working out at all. I mean, when you look at this roster and how he's been constructing it, the lineups have been bad. Why is Killian Hayes getting that much many starts, that much many minutes on a nightly basis? I do not get that. Why did you bench Asar Thompson, one of your brightest spots this season on the entire roster? He's been great. Despite his poor shooting, why is he giving limited minutes right now? Why is Kevin Knox getting starting minutes?
Respect the Knicks legend. Respect the Knicks legend.
No, he wore a Fortnite suit to draft night. I can't respect him like that. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a great guy, but no, I do know.
Hey,
no,
I heard
off
his
that
back.
alone.
I heard his back.
Off that alone. Yeah, right. Kevin Knox, Jaden Ivey being scratched off the rotation, him getting DMPs. So a lot of blame can be put on Monty Williams for this very poor start right now. And I do agree with Owen on that.
No, yeah. If it is one person, if we are narrowing it down to somebody, it probably is Monty. Because I just think that there were such high expectations going into the year. And like even if you're not getting the wins, you still want to see the young players developing and stuff like that. And it just you feel like you're not really seeing that. And like to Debo's point, when he benched Asar, like in the game, he said, or after the game in the press conference, he was like, he made those mistakes. He was turning the ball over too much, and he's like, we're trying to win that game. And in my head, I'm just thinking, you're 2-15. Like, why are you trying to win still? Like, just play your young player, let him go through that tough game where he's starting poorly, try to come over that hill, and try to overcome that. And instead, he's just benching him.
Right, and one more thing, right? He benched Thompson. You put him on the bench, but Killian Hayes, a non-3-point shooter, one of the worst efficient guards players overall in the entire league. He's still starting. They're still starting the two big lineup, Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. Two
So
bigs
ugly.
who aren't shooters. Yes, what Matt said. It's ugly. They still have the worst spacing in the league by far, and it's not working out. It's a complete mess. It's like putting square pegs in round holes. It's not working what Monty's
Yeah.
doing right now.
Yeah. He just put Isaiah Livers back into the lineup too. And I was watching that game. I was watching the game against Detroit and Washington. Like the two worst teams that you could watch at the moment.
I remember you
And
sending
even
that.
though
to the group chat.
Washington probably has the worst defense in the entire NBA, Detroit was still finding it tough to get buckets.
Yeah.
It's bad in Detroit. Pray for Detroit, y'all. Pray for Detroit. Pray for Pistons fans, man. It's not looking good, and I don't know when they're gonna get another win because throughout the remainder of the season they have the toughest schedule in the league by far. So it's bad right now. It is really bad.
They're going to win in 2 days. No, not 2 days. 2 games. December 6th will be their next win.
Who are they
I
playing?
hope so because
The Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, true.
The Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
Trap game for the Grizzlies, though.
Right.